Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. This is gonna be game 4 of a best of 5, and this is between Yumiko and Tho. It's gonna be a human versus night elf matchup this time. Uh, Tho still going different races than the previous game, uh, but he did go night elf in game 2, so I guess it's not that different. So yeah, this is game 4. This could be the last game. As Yumiko is 2-1 in this series so far. So far he only needs to win one game, and Tho needs to win 2 in order to get past. But, you know, that can be difficult sometimes, but we shall see how, I guess, both players perform. The map is going to be on Bright and Dark. Fairly large map actually. Most people, I guess, assume that because the map is, I guess, lengthy, not necessarily like, I mean, look at this. We have like black gaps on the top and bottom, so people would assume that this is a small map, but it's just long in general, and that just means, well, or that doesn't usually indicate that it's a small map. It's fairly large. As you can see, many creep camps as well. And interesting enough that Yumiko is going to go for a Mountain King first. So Yumiko is going to be spawning in as the red human player on the bottom left. Mountain King first, I would generally like to say that it's because of the map instead of the matchup. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. I've seen a fair amount of Mountain King in Bright and Dark as first pick anyway. But it is going to be interesting that we're going to see a Mountain King against a Night Elf player. I mean, Stormbolts, I guess, do the job really well against Night Elf units anyway. But, yeah, I guess it's kind of an answer to the Warden, which has been picked by Tho, the blue Night Elf player in the top right. Now, actually, if it's because of the Warden, it might actually just be purely based on, the matchup instead of the map. I said the map because there's a lot of creep camps, so the Mountain King can ramp up quicker than I guess normally would. But you know, I'm just going to change my opinion and say that the Mountain King is picked purely on the basis of, I guess, having a better time against that Warden. And the Warden is, I guess, very close, or not very close, but she is about to get level 2. I shouldn't describe it as close because she should have it anyway. And yeah, apparently Yumiko has stolen a Fell Beast, and that is going to be, I guess, some early power for him. Wasn't able to pick up the Disciple, but it doesn't really matter too much. I believe the Disciple, I believe he can heal, much like the Shadow Priest, but you know, I don't exactly remember the details. TP staff from the Mountain King. We are going to have an early aggressive play coming in from Yumiko, but Tho will be looking to at least trade a Shadow Priest with whatever he would possibly lose. It looks like it's going to be the Disciple for the Shadow Priest. Pretty much evens up, actually, but the Fell Beast is going to be taken down by a Shadow Strike. Yep. So far, Tho, showing himself yet to go to tier 2, so it might be indicating Huntresses, which we are going to have since we do have double Ancient of Wars. Double Huntresses is going to be a little bit of a mixed bag, I think, because they do really well against Footmen, but when it comes to a Mountain King leading things here, it kind of makes it a little more dangerous because they can be picked off easily with the the Storm Bolts as well. No keep tick just yet for Yumiko, but you know, let's not discount the fact that it could just be a late tier 2. It doesn't look like he has any indication of going expand. Although he did bring a lot of peasants back from a creep camp. Tho is going to be stealing a couple of camps from Yumiko, but will Yumiko be able to see it? Not sure. Now he will, since he is in vision range. And yeah, didn't really lose much. He lost the Null Brute, which did hold the tome. Thankfully it was a tome of agility, I believe it was, so you know, that's just better for the Warden. Okay, still no tier 2. We do have enough resources, so I guess it would be a jump to tier 2 fairly soon, because opponent is looking to expand. He is now clearing a gold mine, but it is under the pressure of Tho. Tho has yet to show if his second ability is going to be Fan of Knives, but now that he's level 3, he will definitely put a point into that. Stormbolt's Bash Rock as well, just constant control on that Warden. Is going to go for another Fan of Knives though, return some damage, but the Warden is very low on mana. She can't afford one more Shadow Strike or another Fan of Knives, and then that's pretty much it, unless she uses her greater mana potion, which she will not. She will instead be TPing out, and I guess that was pretty good, pretty impressively timed, since the Stormbolt was actually traveling to the Warden as well. Definitely Mountain King being present in this game means that TP staffs are extremely risky, because you never want to be risking a TP under like the potential of a Stormbolt or a Bash proc. So yeah, it has to be TP scrolls. Alright, Huntresses are now here. They are going to be applying some pressure. We don't have that many units out for Yumiko, plus his expand's being severely delayed. He's not even going to go for a tech up. Instead, he is going to try and box these units in. Fan of Knives is going to be extremely potent here, because I mean, all these units can like potentially get killed off with just a couple of Fan of Knives. We still have the greater mana potion, so look to see that maybe coming in fairly shortly. But of course, the Mountain King did focus his attention onto the Warden, so she did take quite a bit of damage. So far, Yumiko is able to push away Tho's advances, but the only problem is that Tho's completely unpressured. He can like totally take up if he wants, but he's not. I think he's just going to commit to this Huntress play, but he is sitting on a lot of gold, so he might actually take up for safety. Alright, Stormbolt able to pick up a Huntress, but the Huntresses were able to get themselves a Footman in exchange for that. Tree of Ages is now underway for Tho. Yumiko, he's a little stuck right now. He doesn't, like, if he moves out and attempts to expand, his main base will be exposed, and if he just stays in defense at his main base, he's going to be severely outscaled, as well as outnumbered as well, because like Yumiko's spending resources just to try and defend and recuperate. Meanwhile, Tho has no problems with that. Troll Berserker is being chased by all these Huntresses. Talk about tunnel visioning, but they might actually exchange a couple of Huntresses for that singular kill. Nope, that's going to be GG from Yumiko. That is, once again, another quick victory by Tho. So Night Elf's been actually working pretty well for Tho. Maybe he'll go for a Night Elf again in the next game. Either way, we're going to go to a final 5th game of this best of 5. I'll see you guys there.